Day 10 without porn. Day 10. Day 10, day 10, day 10. Day 10, day 10, day 10. So, day 10 without porn. So, basically, last attempt that I reached day 10 without porn was in September, I guess. And it was the last time that I tried to quit porn. But this time is quite the opposite. I'm not trying to quit porn, but it's like I feel I don't need porn anymore, which made me pass by those 10 days without any effort. And comparing to the last September, the last attempt that I tried to quit porn, I noticed something back then. When each day passed by without watching porn, I felt like it felt like swimming in the pool, and increasingly you move to the profound pool. You know what I mean? Like there are those certain like such pools where they are increasingly get profoundly. So if you were in this place, it's not like in this place. This place is 1 meter, and this place is 3 meters. And in each time I increase I move to the more profound pool, the more anxiety I get. So it was just weird because I was trying to quit porn, and I had the tools that and the right mindsets and beliefs and mental shifts that will make me quit porn. But something interesting, like I was trying to quit porn, but another time I pass day by day increases, day by day pass by without porn. It's not the more I feel confident and trust myself, but rather the more anxiety I get. You know what I mean? Like, wait, hold on. So it's just a weird thing to be on. Alright, wait. Oh. Yeah, and the thing that I realized is back then when I was putting the blame on withdrawal symptoms as the core reason why I get back into the substance again. It wasn't because of the withdrawal symptoms, it's just because I have some issues with my identity. Really, because if I'm trying to remove that shit, but at the same time I cannot let it go, and I feel like I still need it, that it means that I'm not ready to do it, you know what I mean? But to remove the shame and the guilt from not making it happen, or rather from the uncertainty that I had on my path, I put the blame on withdrawal symptoms, even it was not responsible, or rather it wasn't even on the point where I'm gonna start passing by withdrawal symptoms. So it is an interesting point that I want to talk about. And what I'm gonna say, yeah, they're just so interesting. After I dive deep into why, like, into this identity, because at first it didn't make sense for me why identity will be responsible. Like I thought, like the tools and these stuff, and keep in mind that I knew that identity is a crucial thing from reading such books, but I didn't know how to, or when like what are the fronts that identity plays a huge role on your behaviors and your the way that you think. But after I linked the dots between the narratives and the urge, I'm getting it right now. Because when you have a negative self-identity, the problem is not with the self-identity, but the problem is with the narratives when you are in stressed moments. When you are in stressed moments, you rewire your brain to cope with porn, and when it comes that you made the choice to not do that shit anymore, you start doubting that shit. But not doubting, but rather you start you just your self identity starts to kick in. I'm worthless, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm lost, I'm What else? I'm uncertain in these stuff. Those negative, even though they're not negative, they're way more of a sort of mediocre feeling rather than negative feeling. And those things just makes the urge to use porn stronger and stronger, you know. So I want you to imagine with me that porn, the urge to watch porn is like a monster, you know. The more you feed him with, the more he knew that you are scared of him, the more likely he's gonna take over you. But if you minimize it, like not convince yourself, but just catch on that new identity of someone who doesn't simulate porn and he knows how to deal with his negative emotions, or rather reframe them, and he knows how to like regulate his emotions, then it's become more like less likely that he gonna, it's nearly impossible that he's gonna take over you. So the thing that I noticed is after I changed my identity slightly, um what happened is I don't face the urges anymore. In fact, I faced the urges like for the 5 days, first 5 days. But the thing is, basically, I know how to process them. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like I know when I'm feeling the urge, I'm not trying to resist it. I'm just, I'm just accepting it, that it is a part of my body and my biological mechanisms, with sense of gratitude and humor. You know, it's like it's like we've been conditioned to whenever time we feel the urge, we get panicked. We try to avoid it, distract ourselves and these stuff. But you all of your life you try to resist it. You try to distract yourself by using video games or sites of like socializing sites and this stuff. But what if you just accept it, and when you accept it, it the more you accept it, the more frequent times the urge occurs and you accept it, the less powerful it become, which means the more powerful you are, if that makes sense. When the more you accept the urge as a part of you, it's not the urge that gets smaller, but you get bigger. You know, your confidence get bigger. So like it's a weird, like it's a complex schema that I can um sort of explain to you how and why and when. But yeah, I guess that's the thing. I think I think I knew how to describe it back then, when I was not facing the urge, but when it was times when it's like, for example, the seventh day and the eighth day, and I feel like I'm slowly I'm getting into the deep bowl, and I'm scared of looking, of opening my eye under me and observing how deep the ocean is. I would get panicked, you know, because I didn't believe that I can do it, you know. So even though, although I have the tools and the right mindsets and beliefs shifts and this stuff, but still I had a problem with the identity, and I didn't know where to start to fix my identity. But it just came to one factor: fake it till you make it. Like literally, like it sounds arrogant, but literally that's the only way. So you can do the thing, because we've been all over, like sometimes you need to question your own beliefs. Why do I believe that? Why do I believe that for the sake of accomplishing something, I need to delude myself that I already accomplished it, so I can accomplish it, you know? You need to ask yourself that question, because we all just, all the things that we have in our mind and brains are just sort of things that are implemented and impregnated by others, families and environmental factors. So we really need to reflect on ourselves and ask each time about our belief mechanisms that we have in these stuff. And I know what you're gonna say now. Nah, it sounds arrogant for me. I'm not the type of person who's arrogant. Yeah, maybe some people can do it, but I don't want to do it because I will feel like I'm arrogant in this stuff. But really, The only reason why you call it arrogance is because others cause arrogance as well. You know, I won't waste my time on convincing you to use that technique, which called um I don't know what it's called, but I just read this from an article from Psychocybernetics, which said that a man cannot surpass his self-image. You know, like the more he escalates his self-image, like how I'm gonna say it, like more precisely, let's say for example you are a YouTuber, you know, and you got only zero followers, and we got two people. One person gonna talk in YouTube as if he got 1 million follower, and the other person gonna talk as if he got only zero follower, which both they have only zero followers. Who you think that he will have more followers and he will escalate and um upgrade new skills and this stuff? The person who sees himself more than he is, or the person who just sees himself like at the same level or beneath his self-image? Of course, the person who's arrogant, you know. Like the same thing with dating, for example. If I saw this girl going here and I spot her and I acted as if I never known her, like this girl, I would just knew her just from spotting her here, which will be more 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 friction. I'm less likely to get her number. But if I acted as if I knew her from long time ago, as if she literally sucked my balls, and I talked to her, she would question me, do I know you? Not she gonna tell me, do you know me? Do I know you? You know what I mean? So there is a big difference. Yeah, like that's the thing.